Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Heat. What does her looks have to do with him harassing her?
Listen, y'all be getting booty ties. Y'all be like, ooh, booty, and you just harass. Like, y'all don't even think straight. You just think booty.
How do you differentiate those? All right, I love the dick, or I love the thing that's attached to it.
All vaginas are beautiful.
They are.
And like back in the day, people like when you displayed like being a nerd and stuff, like why are you acting white? What?
And I always hated
Why
that.
is nerdiness associated with caucasity? I don't understand.
Me personally, I just keep my comments to myself, bro.
Girl, I seen you in all of them comments, man.
Who come?
I seen you sending memes and you going like this. I
Somebody was.
Childhood trauma, okay?
see somebody was tromboning a flute on the side. That's what they were doing.
Wow, they are really dogging me in these comments. They said I'm definitely more of a future than a Russell Wilson. Yo, y'all are foul as shit. They already talking about sensational. Look, I'm about to have my hoochie daddy shorts on all summer. Look, I'm ready.
Look, let me see
Oh
some
my
eyes.
god.
Real hot boy shit, okay? Real hot boy shit. Oh, you boy.
I guess.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Real Heat.
This is the Superwoman show. On
Hey,
mute. Go on mute. Go on mute.
bye, y'all.
Mute. Ladies, dolls, divas, hello everyone. And guests, please welcome to the Superwoman show. Are we excited?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right. Thank you for everybody being here. If you have a friend and they're not here, you need to go ahead and send the link. Okay. It's going to be a great conversation tonight. So we're going to do a quick little introduction. I guess we can shout out Tommy. Thank you for letting us be on the show and taking over. My name is Luna Katrina. I'll be helping out today, but please, ladies, introduce yourselves. D.
Hi, I'm Dee.
Liz.
Short and sweet.
I'm Liz.
E.
I'm K Boogie.
I. I'm Ty. I party.
Hello, everyone. I'm Party.
All right. Ladies, the conversation is going to be real today. If you're here for a reason. Tonight's episode is all about being a superwoman. Where do we begin? Let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Go light, or we want to just go ahead and jump? You want to go ahead and
Jump in.
Jump.
all right. So, ladies, let's go ahead and start it off a little bit. Let's talk about one of the biggest hardships we face as women, either for you personally or as a whole. What are some of those hardships that we are kind of going through day to day?
I feel like life is a balancing act. I feel like there's 150 things to do in like 2 hours in a day to get them done. And then when do you sleep? Like, what is that?
What is sleep? Is sleep.
Right.
I
What is
I think I probably get. I mean, let's just say on a good night, I'll probably go to sleep at 1 in the morning, and I'm back up at hopefully at 6:30. Like that's on an average good night. Like that's not including anything else I got going on.
I'll be up like 3, 4 in the morning for absolutely no reason. It's ridiculous. And then supposed to be up for work by like 8.
Guilty. Definitely guilty of that.
I definitely must say I differ a little bit. I try to get like at least 8 hours a night. So usually
8.
once yes, I
That
just
sounds so good.
like we've got a group going with the kid and with the husband. So usually once I put her down, like your girl is not far behind. And I get up every morning at 4:45 to go work out. So like I have to be down. Not I would be absolutely mean.
Kudos to you for waking up.
Saying I'm
to
gonna
work
get into
out.
working out in the morning. I haven't gotten it yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm definitely one. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna work out today.
Mhm.
I'll do it,
Something
but
about
it's
an
in the
alarm
evening.
clock. Something about an alarm clock just makes me not want to go. I just
Every morning I wake up at 5. I'm like, should go to the gym this early. Nah.
nah. There's so many other things you could do, like
What I
sleep.
could do? Like watch
Wait.
TV and lay down till 6:30.
Ladies, this is completely my fault because as we're communicating, I know what we all do, but our guests have no idea, just a synopsis of what we do. So I'll just go ahead and go first. Y'all bear with us. We just really stole his show. Like he has no control. So we're just kind of winging it. So I go by Luna. I am a mom of 2 kids. I have a 3 and a 7-year-old. I have my doctorate. I work in higher education for the past 10 or so years. And my day consists of course, work. And I mean, I try to go to the gym, but God, I mean, the time, it's all about the time. Then I come home, prepare, the dinner, the meal prep, and all that stuff. But a little bit about me. I'm gonna pick on you, and then I'm gonna let you go pick somebody else after that. What did you got going on?
Me?
Mhm.
Oh. So I am a mom of 3. I have a 8-month-old, a 5-year-old, and a 13-year-old. I don't know why I did that. That was silly. Like thinking back, I should have made different choices with that age gap. That was crazy. I work in like I'm in business development in a promotional products industry, which is a whole thing. I work with China a lot. It's fun stuff. But yeah, I do wake up the 2 youngest stay home with me during the workday. So I'm always juggling, prepping like them between meetings, like making sure that I time stuff properly, then getting off, like you said, making dinner, and the rest of the night is a blur. Like I don't even know how 3 a.m. happens. It just comes. I'm a pick on Liz.
So it's just like an introduction. Like,
Mhm.
okay. Um, so I'm Liz. I do a bunch of different stuff to be very honest. I'm a creative, so I do a bunch of things, whether that's like I created a course actually for Black women on how to not give a fuck. That's all about self-care and liberation. Okay, period. Featuring twerking and smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Cause all the things, all the things. So exactly. So I do a mix of creating really awesome stuff as well as like working with people. I love to also work with a bunch of entrepreneurs who are like to help bring their vision to life while also bringing my vision to life, and everybody wins because I'm all about everybody winning, everybody can eat, and like everybody just like really stepping into their own passion to really like fuel their life in different ways. So that's me, and I'm gonna pass it to whoever wants to go next because my like visual like video thing is acting that. So I'm here. So whoever wants to jump in, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Boogie, let's go with you next.
Hey Boogie. I am Hey Boogie. And I have three daughters, a 40-year-old. Well, she'll kill me. Not 40 yet, but she'll be 40 this year. I have a 34-year-old and a 30-year-old. And I currently work at the Department of Juvenile Justice with all those crazy kids out there. Um, but I am also creative. I've done ministry overseas. I've done uh, party decorations, event planning, stuff like that. So a little bit of that's me.
All right, Sweet D, let's go ahead and kick it off with you next.
Hello, I am C. I am a mom of a 1-year-old girl. Um, I'm hardworking. I work in probation and parole, as well as I do mentoring for kids that are in the foster system. Um, I just I'm a person that always feels like you always can give people chances. You can always work with people and figure things out. Like I don't I'm a person that believes that you can't just give somebody one opportunity, they mess up and it's over for them. It's all about second chances and trying to work hard and better ourselves. Um Definitely being a new mom is woo, that's a lot. They tell you that children are wonderful, but they don't tell you all of it. But I love my daughter. I love my family. Like like y'all said, I try to go to bed early, but next thing I know, I'm up at 3 a.m. trying to plan tomorrow, next day, what I'm gonna do for my daughter, what I'm gonna do with my career, all that stuff. So that's me.
Last but not least,
Hello, hello. Again, I am, you just call me Part T, it's fine. So I am a wife. I am soon to be a mom of two. We are 7 weeks and some change pregnant, which is hence I have water and not wine. Trust me, I would love a glass of wine right about now. I am an HR manager for a construction company. So I've been with them almost 5 years now. So I do all of the HR operations for the East Coast. So I have Charlotte, Atlanta, and New York offices. They gave me Central and they took it back. I was like, that's fine. I promise you, I don't mind. I do some event planning on the side, so I have a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit. And I just try to enjoy life. I tell myself I gotta laugh at least once a day. So we have a couple different groups, but we're always sending each other funny things on Facebook and Instagram, and just keeps you young, keeps you vibrant.
so let's jump onto that. Like after everything that we have going on, we're moms, we're hardworking. Like what keeps us going in this strong women, independence, or what is it that keeps us moving?
Hey,
I mean, I think for me, it's about like setting my kids up for success. I have a hard life. It wasn't super hard, but I wasn't able to do like all of the things that I wanted to do as a kid. So I didn't get on my first plane until I was in college. I didn't go on, family vacation until I was married. I have student debt, which absolutely sucks ass, by the way. So again, just trying to like make sure that my kids with an S now, like they don't have to go through those same financial struggles. Like they understand what financial literacy is. They understand how to save. They just understand like how to be responsible. That way they can enjoy, those benefits as they get older. I think my kids and my husband, they kind of keep me pushing.
definitely think God keeps me pushing. Points that I thought that I would not make it, or I went from wife to single mom of three, and I just had my faith. That's the only thing that kept me going. So I just revert back to God a lot, a lot.
I definitely agree with K Boogie and Party. Um both on both aspects of that. Now, definitely being a new mom, like I want the best for my child. I want the things that I didn't have, and I want to be able to, when she gets older, she can look up and say, I'm proud of my mom. My mom is amazing. She's strong. Like whenever she's down, she'll look back and be like, my mom did this, so I know I can do it. And then on the aspect of faith, definitely faith. It's been times where I have been bawling my eyes out and I don't know the next thing what I'm gonna do next. And all I could hear is God saying, take that leap, take that faith, I got you. And it's always
Right.
worked out.
I would say for me, my kids for sure keep me going. Like I feel like this world is so harsh these days. Like it's heavy on us as adults. So them being kids and not even really having a full understanding of what's even going on, I just know that that's got to be stressful. And I can't even imagine like something happening to me and adding on to the burden that's already the world that we live in. So like that's something that keeps me going anytime I start to feel like really heavy. I really think about like them and just me being present in their life and how important that is for kids these days.
So I might be a little controversial here. Yes, yes ish to everybody. All right. Just hear me out, please. Y'all, hold on. Just hear me out. Hear me out. So I am an only child. I can't, I'm a latchkey kid. Like my dad gave me a key, was like, wait till I get home. Don't go nowhere. I'll beat your ass if you do. Right. That was my dad. My dad raised me, never met my mother. Cool. So when my father passed away, I felt like that, like like I was like, what do I do? Like I have to take care of this. I gotta figure out how to do everything because I had nobody. And so, through prayer and just meditation, I was like praying. I was like, Dad, please help me out of this, or help me with this. But then at some point, God was like, you're praying to the wrong father. And I was like,
Yeah.
so in that moment, I was like, okay. I had my firstborn. I was like, Lord, the same way you give, you will take. And he's a jealous God. And I felt like if I give too much to my kid, I was gonna be like, you're losing focus again. Now I have that fear, that God fearing heart. Like I don't want to, I don't want that to happen again. So for my two kids, like I know got my first, we dedicated her, you give your first. And I raised them with love. I adore if you know anything about me and my daughters, I love my daughters. But I'm also in the any day now, you gonna leave me, you gonna get yourself a boo. I'm gonna be alone in the house again. Like,
Oh,
so I love them. Know they gonna leave one day,
mm,
and I know that if
yes,
I
they
if I
will.
give them more than God's gonna be like, hold up, sis, I can fix this, and I don't want him to fix what I got right now. I like what I got. Like I want my kids, so I don't know, y'all. Like I get a little so like they do get to me. I think for me, Todd, to your point, I'm more like, yes, I want to give them opportunities, right? Party, you said the same thing. Like I want to give them opportunities. Like you, I didn't experience things till I was older. My kids already gone on a cruise. Like you were three. Like I ain't pay for it. I ain't pay for it. I swear to God, I ain't pay for it. That's somebody else to pay for it. I would never pay for a 3-year-old to be on no cruise. But no judgment. I'm just a little different. But they have already experienced it and it's great. And I mean, maybe that's what, life is about right now. But I think what pushes me is setting it up for my next one, right? Like making sure the foundation is a lot sturdier than what was left for me. And I mean, my dad and I, we immigrated here from Colombia, so a little different. So I think for me, it's just making sure that they don't get set back in this like space.
Mm.
But so then that kind of makes me like strong, independent kind of vibe. What y'all think about that? Yay, nay? Is there a safe ground to be strong and independent as a woman nowadays?
I've
Married,
been
not
independent.
married?
I've been independent since 16. So um you have to do what
Does
you
it
have to
need to
do
be independent
sometimes.
nowadays?
I think it's good. You should always, instead of being like the females from back in the day when your husband or somebody left you, you really couldn't function. You couldn't get it together. You was always worried about, oh, what I'm gonna do for money, or most of us women make a lot more than men today. So, I mean, we have to support ourselves. It's okay. Like I love my daughter, my oldest daughter. She has a husband that she could depend on, and but a lot of us don't have that, you know. And so I had a husband, divorced. He's had a child on me, divorced. Okay, then what do you do? So it's like you have to fend for yourself. So I have 3 kids. What are you gonna do? So you just have to make it. It's good to be independent, just in case. Don't shy away from having a husband or doing stuff, having somebody to help you, but you should never be like dependent on anybody. Only be dependent on God. That's what you should be dependent on. Y'all quiet.
In the meantime, I feel like y'all thinking it through. We do have a question about like, like what do we think about people who say that sometimes women can be too masculine? Like, I think it was like, do we think that we dip more into masculine energy as a tool of defense? Like, are we defending ourselves from something? And if we are, like, defending from what?
I don't know. I don't know about dependent. I mean, you said, what did you say? Defending. You said defending?
Yeah. Are we using like do we become too masculine because like independency does it equate to masculinity or femininity? Like where does
Mm,
the independence vibe come from? How do we stay married, independent, and still be soft, for example? Like how does that happen?
I'm gonna
Dependency.
I'm
Oh,
speak
I'm
on
sorry.
my point. I feel like, especially for me, I'm independent and I do a lot of strong stuff. But when it comes to my relationship, I'm softer
mhm.
because he's shown me I can be soft. He's shown me if I can't get this done, he can get it done. So I don't need to be always rah 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 or always like how what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? Like I have a partner that understands we're a team and whatever I lack in takes care of it. Sometimes it's not even when I lack in, he's just like, you know what? Stress, you got a lot going on. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
And that's where it comes in. You can be soft, but you have to make sure you're with someone that allows you to be that way. And a lot of
Mhm.
people don't understand that.
Right.
I definitely couldn't have put that better. Like exactly how do you explain that? Like having that partner to where you feel secure to be soft, to let down those guards, to just melt at the end of the day. Because we do. I mean, as soon as you step out that front door, everyone needs everything from you at all times. So to have this safe space, yeah, like I want to be feminine in my house. Like I want to be feminine in my relationship. And if I need to put that front up and, be maybe a little bit more forward and masculine, I can do that. So I think it depends on the scenario and the situation that we're kind of put in that determines like how on the scale where you kind of fall day to day.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a feminine side.
I was gonna say,
I always
like
feel
they
like
both
a
said, it
tomboy.
just it just depends on the situation. I think we have different energies in different situations, and like they said,
Right.
different people. So, I don't think that you can put it in a box with that argument, Luna. How people are saying like, "Oh, we need to be in this energy or that energy." I don't think you can put it in one box. It's really dependent on the situation.
Right.
So
Okay,
how do we
Bookie,
find our Go ahead.
I was going to tag on to the comment you made. You said you don't think you've ever been feminine.
Now, fruitful little dresses. I've always been like a tomboy and feminine as far as just loving me as a female, but I've never been that put on a little dress and fruit. I would put on. This is me. I've always described myself as going to Lowe's in an after five dress. That's what it is. I don't know. I don't know how that balances.
I don't think feminine has to mean girly though. Like I just
Right.
think that it's softer.
I don't know. I don't. I've always been told I don't have a soft side, but my daughters have called me KKK, and
Wait,
We're waiting.
wait. Run it back again, because you got
We're
quiet at the
waiting.
wrong moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Run it back. 'Cause, beep beep. Take it back.
KKK, but it does not mean Ku Klux Klan.
What it stand for?
It's KKK,
Oh,
and I actually was um told when they got older that they called me KKK, and it meant King Kong Country.
they ain't even
Always
right for
just
that.
been like crazy, just crazy. So I always laugh at that now, but
Yeah, they should have thought the nickname through a little
So,
bit more, but I
so
understand
let
what they
me.
was trying to do.
Okay, Boogie, you gotta explain. Like, okay, so you've shared, and I think this is actually a struggle for a lot of women that they don't find themselves in a feminine, I don't wear dresses every day. I don't wear the heels. My face is my face, but there's still part of women that are soft. So, as a mother, despite the name, where did your softness, and in my opinion, I think that can still be correlated to your femininity. Where did your
Mhm.
softness come in at? Where did you find that soft spot, that sweet spot that you kind of catered to your kids or in your love life? Like where did that tell us? Like what is that? To look like?
think having I don't know, it could be just from, how you're brought up or what you're brought up around, your culture, what you come from. And I came from a mother who was a single mom. So never had my father around in the same household. So to me, it was everything to be strong for my kids, to show them that you could do it regardless. And because today, especially, I listen to my daughters. Well, now they're doing really good, but for a big chunk of their um earlier lives, it was like all you hear is, oh, these men, or these young guys, it's hard to find a good supportive guy that you can just be yourself and be soft with. So I think for me, it was more my softness was trying to teach them how to be tough. I don't know. I don't think I ever a really soft side. I wish they could speak up and say something, but I've never been that I'm more like, when they would fall, I'd be like, all right, get up. Come on, never did I ever, have that little, I don't know, what do you consider soft? What do you could somebody tell me what you consider soft?
Okay, come on, y'all. Don't do this.
Right,
Okay,
like
do
what do you
not do
consider
this. They about
soft?
to tear us up in the chat. Do not do this.
I
Do
mean,
not do this.
to me, being soft, because like hearing her say she was a tomboy. Like growing up, I was a tomboy. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Me too.
And I was out there running, jumping, fighting. Thought I was a
Tackling.
ninja, everything. You could not put a dress on me, put beads on my hair. That's going everywhere. Everywhere. I was not. So I just think, when you say being soft, like especially when I was talking about with a partner, it's like letting them in. Like when they're trying to talk to you, you're actually letting them know what's going on with you. You're actually, letting them know your day, letting them know what your troubles are. Because
Right.
I don't know about everybody else, but I'm not going to tell a, a stranger on the street what's going on with me. Of
It's true.
course, you're gonna see me and be like, "Oh, she got it all together. She's good." No, I don't know you, so I'm definitely not gonna let you know what's going on in my life. So that can be seen as my personality being abrasive that because oh, she don't talk. She over here quiet, staring at the whole time. I'm in my head thinking about something else. Or might have had 15 million breakdowns, but you wouldn't know it. But my partner will because he'll be like, "Oh yeah, she doing that. She doing this thing. Like I know her quirks. I know her thing.
Right.
It's letting somebody into you, like giving them all of you.
See,
Is
we
what that's
actually
always been.
had Mickey, asked in the chat, does soft include vulnerability? And I think what I'm hearing, right, is that it kind of does. When you
Yeah.
can be soft with somebody, that means you can communicate openly, vulnerably with someone whether it's a friend that you can be soft with or a partner that you can be soft with. So I think, yes, I think part of softness is communication for me. I think
Mhm.
part of softness is letting you know where I personally feel like I have gaps in my life because I wake up, I got to take my children to the daycare. They don't need to know everything, right? So gotta put on a face for them. I get to my job where I have 500 plus students looking at me. They definitely can't know, right? I need to put on a face for them. Then, I'm in a Greek organization, gotta put face on. It's like we have like a mask of some sort we kind of have to wear as part of our superwoman outfit. And when we get home, it's like when we take our bras off, we're like, oh my God, I just want to relax. Like, I just want to be
and just
home.
and just vent for like 10 seconds. Like, let me get
Right.
everything out.
But why
And
10? Why 10? Why 10?
okay,
And do we
literally,
feel like men don't do it?
I mean, my husband does. And well, so I read this thing on social media somewhere, and I think it's called like the TEM rule, but like 10 minutes at night you sit down, and again, for those of us who have physical touch as love language, we love it. Like, hold my hand, touch, just touch me somewhere. But you talk about your day, you talk about something that may have made something that your partner did that may have made you upset. And because I know I can nag, like I know I can. But it allows me to just put all my thoughts in organization, something that I learned today, something that I'm proud that I did today. And it's just that 10 minutes of uninterrupted time. The kid is down, the TV is off, the phones are away, and we can just connect. Like, that's our moment for the evening. And after that, I'm going to sleep. But we connected for that moment. So yeah, I think to your point, Luna, it is vulnerability. Like, that is a part of being soft with with a friend or your
That's very
spouse.
true. I think that's part of my problem. I have a hard time being vulnerable.
Same. See, when you said that
Yeah.
you wouldn't say something to a stranger on the street, like you wouldn't tell them the full scope of your day, it kind of made me laugh because somebody that I dated before told me that I like talked to them like a coworker. So in hindsight, I was not soft with that person. But it just made me laugh when you said that. I was like, okay, noted.
Okay, so let's kind of turn the tables a little bit. We want our men to be soft. When do we want them to be soft? When do we need to see that they're
Ooh.
soft? Like, when do we want to see our partner as that same vulnerability? Does them showing it first help us show it? Like, what are we looking for? The husband material for us. We're
Mm.
super women, so what are we looking for?
Think I'm gonna stay out of this
No, no. Everyone's opinion matters.
one.
Speak now. And now speak.
Lord, I'm. Ooh, no.
They gonna tear us up in the thing again. That chat gonna go crazy.
I think I
Oh,
would
pour
love
me
to
some
see my
wine on it.
man. I would love to see him soft like regularly, just as much as I'm soft and I'm having vulnerable conversations with you. I want you to reciprocate and give me that back. I don't think
Ah,
either the other of us needs to lead it necessarily, but either way, however it starts, we should both feel comfortable in that space.
I would say, okay. Oh, I'm 56. Okay, I'm 56. I have had two husbands. I'm doing very okay. Had two. So first husband of my children divorced. He was like non-attentive, you know. So then I get to my second husband after many, many years of being by myself, and he was so attentive. And I'm just like in the middle, you know. I don't know. I like that. I like a even balance, like tough skin, but still can be a little emotional. Um, not too soft because when I want to be vulnerable, and maybe that's why I haven't been, I need somebody that I can rely on to be tough for me. So it's kind of hard, but a lot of men just not the two that I have had, but I'm just saying a lot of men
Boogie,
have a
they
hard
said they
time being vulnerable. What they saying?
Boogie, they said you're giving New York vibes.
I'm New York, that
She does.
get the chats. Okay, this is my
She
first
does.
time doing podcast, and I can't see the chats.
Oh my god. She does.
Let me look. Oh, I don't know how to do the chat, so I can't see anybody talking. But I don't know. I don't just looking for. My oldest son-in-law told me I have two son-in-laws, and my oldest one said, um, "You just need somebody to do for you." That's what he told me. I remember that. He probably doesn't think I remember that, but he told me that. I've always been probably more on the independent side, and so I'm just like, whatever. I'm 56. Is that still possible? And so somebody keeps telling, "Heck, that's possible." So, I don't know. I think you can find a balance in a man if they're well put together. You know what I mean? Like good family background. Because it's hard. A lot of men go through stuff like we go through stuff, but they don't know how to talk about it. So
Okay, so
I
let's
think we
flip
get
it.
it bad. Ooh.
Right, let's flip it. We talked about softness, vulnerability. Let's talk about BDE. Not the chuckle.
I wasn't expecting that.
What do we think about the men that walk around with big dick energy? BDE.
You should.
There's a time and a place for
Ah.
that though.
The time and a place for what?
There's
What
a
are we? What? The people need to understand.
I feel like BDE is really just
Oh
confidence, like
God.
hyper confidence, not cocky, but you just know you look good and you're owning the room and you're owning that space. That's what that is to me.
We want it.
I'm not talking.
I do. I don't want you to walk in the room like, "Ooh, baby, when can we leave?" Like, I already didn't want to come, so you got to be the one to keep us there. Like, we can't both be ready to walk out the door. Like, I need you to be up in spaces so that I can match that energy. I can match that because I'm following. We go together. So that's what I need.
Oh my God.
No, that's always that's all. Come on now, act like the room ain't even watching, y'all. I'm disappointed. Disappointed.
Again, I think
Oh,
for me, it's a time and a place. Like if we're in a public setting, to Ty's point, match the energy in the room. That's all I'm asking. Like, can you blend in a room? Yes, I want you to have confidence. Like, I want you to, feel as though you can tackle the world or conquer the world. But there's sometimes I don't need all that. Occasionally in the bedroom, yes, I want you to bring that energy. Like, that's where I need to be like, yes, I am yours. Take me, do whatever you may. But for me, again, I think for me, it's just a time and a place.
Yes, please.
I'm just kind of sitting on that. Yeah, we like that. We like that. But as super women, can we handle BDE? Like, is that too much? Come on, Liz. I feel you. Like, I see you. I feel you.
he's
I
saying
just want you to
nothing.
go ahead and let it out. Let it out, sis. Just go ahead and tell them.
So I mean, for me personally, right? Like I'm a very masculine, I'm very dominant. I have a lot of energy. So you have to have a certain level of energy to fuck with me in the first place, in any way, shape, or form. Right? So like if you know what I'm saying, you gotta do a little something to make me turn ahead to even get my attention because I'm focused on me. You feel me? Like I'm not even. So if it gets to the level where it's like, okay, You got some energy, cool. You have to have some sort of energy for me to even be entertained in any way or any capacity. Like, not gonna hold you. But also because I come with big energy, right? Like, you got to be able to match my energy, be greater than you have to at least make it worth my time to invest my time in even spending time to create some sort of moment experience together. You know what I'm saying? Because I already, if I'm bringing that to the table, your share got to be at least the same level. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring me a little something. You know, so that's yeah.
Liz says she came with rich bitch energy and she needs you to bring the
Period. All that. What you mean?
just like that.
Bring it. So like, it's a return on investment, right? If I'm invested in myself, I know the time, effort, energy that I put into me, my healing, my growth, all of that. You gonna have to be up here. You gonna have to meet me. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. I didn't reach back in the back. I didn't try to help people run up and keep up, and it doesn't work. It ain't worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some success stories out there, but that's not my truth. You know what I'm saying? It slowed me down. So you gotta be, you gotta at least be on my level in the type of investment that I have in myself. Whatever energy, whatever that is, like you gotta be in that for me to even consider anything.
Yes. Thank you.
I
Yes.
love that.
Thank you. I think we all appreciate that because I think being part of a superwoman is, we have our profession, we have our careers, we're focused, we're goal oriented. Like if you slowing me down, then I can't save who I need to save, and I ain't saving no hoe. So we gotta go. Like we can't
Period.
do that.
Period.
So no, I definitely feel that. I think that's what kind of breaks us from the norm of being the traditional woman from like years ago. I think someone earlier said that like who we are today as women, not who we were then, right? We're not meant to
Yeah.
only be the perfect housewife that bears children and has dinner ready for when you get home. Shit, cook me a
Right.
dinner. That
I know
part.
that's right. Shoot.
And go Google a good bottle of wine. We won't judge you. We're gonna drink it anyway. Like we're like put some. I think what we're looking for is effort, right? Like we're looking for effort, consistency, something that, like Liz said, matches what we're doing, right? Like
Right.
matches, and if you don't have the same goals or ambitions or whatever, it's like, wait a minute, like we're not equal here in this game. So okay. So now let's get a little. Let's go back into centering ourselves, right? Let's, ladies, come on, everybody, just center ourselves for a minute, because apart from having to put face on or not put face on, being vulnerable, being feminine, being soft, but being strong, being independent, and making sure we're taking care for everybody, where do we find our mental peace? Where do we find the Erica Badu within us to just breathe and make sure that we are mentally capable of handling all the things that we constantly juggle as super women? What is it that brings you back to your center?
Personally, I'm like a big journaler, so I always try to take a little bit of time to myself to at least either recap the day or give myself something positive that happened during the day just to get that moment of like good vibes. Um, yeah, sometimes like have my own little session. Or I'll go outside and just take my time outside, get like 10-minute walk out the way, just the fresh air, just to reset.
I think mine is definitely the gym. That's my little happy place. Like I'm not, no one's tugging on my leg. They need a snack or they need a juice box. No one's IMing me. Hey, I need this report. I can just focus on what I'm doing. I look good. I feel good. So that's and self care. Like self care Sundays is my other thing. So I'll go for a pedicure. Or maybe I'll go get my eyebrows done or go get a massage. So like those are the things that kind of keep me in a happy place.
On my porch. I always love my porch because I sit out there no matter what the weather is. It could be rain, it could be sunshine and the moon glowing, and I just sit there and I like to meditate. I burn my candles, I burn my sage, and I drink wine sometimes, most of the time. And I just sit there, I think about stuff and ask God where I'm supposed to go next or what I'm supposed to do. And I just try to zone in, but I'm in a different place probably from most of you. My kids are way grown, so I have a lot of time, a lot of space where I don't have anything to do. So a lot of empty time. And that's a good time. Y'all look forward to that. So that's a good point to get to when you don't have nothing else to worry about. You can go to bed when you want to go to bed and wake up when you want to wake up. Don't have to do no kid shit, you know?
Travel when you want to travel. You ain't got
Yes.
that's mine. I love to travel and get out. Just
I do. I love my kids though.
scenery.
Yeah, I love them.
Absolutely.
They're grown as hell, but you know, y'all will get there. Y'all will get there and we'll come back here and then we'll be sitting here like, yes, like everybody. That's a point that we all kind of hate to get to, but we love it at the same time, because you hate that empty, what do they call it? Empty nest or something?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you hate it. You hate to see it coming, but it's a good point too. You don't have to worry about too much. So,
I'm interested to see what that time of life is going to be like because I've literally been raised the kids since I was 17, 18. So, like, to
hmm
my entire adulthood, I've had another person.
me
So,
too.
I don't even know what it's going to be like to, like, not have any extra humans to think about. Like, that's going
Right.
to be a life changing
It will.
for me.
It will.
So my center, I'm a list person. Like I have to make a list, and my personality type is like achiever. Like I have to make sure by the end of the day I've accomplished something. One of the greatest joys is knowing that that list is getting chipped away. I don't have to do everything. Doing one thing alone just kind of makes me feel like today you did something. Um, one of the things that I think has turned in pleasantly, right? So since my firstborn, right, I have prayed every single night with her, and my father didn't necessarily do that to me. We just kind of rolled with our own, but it's gotten to the point now that both my 7 and my 3, when I tell them to go ahead and brush your teeth and go to bed, within 5 minutes they're like, "Hello, are you gonna come pray for us?" And I'm over here like trying to keep the kitchen clean before I go upstairs. So to me, that centers me in a way, just being able to pray with my children. And then, it surprised me one day when they kind of turned it around and said, "Mommy, I got it." And then one day she prayed over me and she was like 6. And I was like, this is the moment that I live for. Like, if no one else has me, this little girl gonna keep me when I get old. Like, I pray to God she gonna keep me. So
That's
I pray to God, but making sure that I just have like my breathing at the end of the night. I take 3 big like deep breaths and I exhale through my mouth, and like I try to make sure that whatever wasn't meant for me that day, God, please find it in your power within my spirit to just let that out, whatever it is, not to carry over to the next day, because I can be a little strong with my memory, and I try not to be. I try really hard not to be. But that definitely kind of brings me back into like a place of gratefulness. Being grateful. I think that's what really, 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 really puts me in such a happy place. All right.
I can definitely
Ask
say
y'all.
for
Oh,
me,
great. Go ahead.
what brings me like just centers me. I definitely am big on like getting a moment of where I'm just by myself, nothing's on. Sometimes it's just sitting in the darkness and just letting the feeling of just quietness wash over me. Especially, with me living in the city, everything's so loud and everything's always so busy. I grew up in the country, so it's so different from how it was when I was growing up. So I always try to take a minute to just find some silence. But definitely where Luna was going off of trying to pray, take some moments, even if it's a simple prayer. God knows my heart, but as long as I'm giving you a moment, that's still important.
Right.
And God, thank music. Sometimes music saves me from wanting to strangle somebody. So,
Big
People laugh when I listen. I tell them what I listen to.
What's
I
the music that
am.
keeps you going, Superwoman?
Oh my God. I love trap music.
Ain't nothing wrong with trap music.
Periana.
Get you lit.
I love it. That keeps me going.
no, I'm not even gonna lie. I got a playlist for every mood I go through.
Me
Sometimes you just
too.
gotta play the
Absolutely
mood first.
necessary.
Oh my God. Like I played like a Bobby Shmurda song. We were driving to
Period.
we were driving to Charlotte just last weekend and I played this Bobby Shmurda song. Daughter said, "What is that?" I was like,
Wow.
it was like a new one that he had out. She hadn't heard it yet. So I was like, I love this music. People laugh all the time because they expect me to like some other kind of stuff, Nah.
Okay, so what is it? I guess I don't want to take up too much time. I guess we can kind of, let Tommy get back his show. I mean, I guess, but I want to know at the end of the day, with everything that we have going on, where do we know what validates the fact that we know for a fact we are those superwomen?
'Cause we could do it all. Like if we really have to, I feel like we have the ability to do it all. We can handle it. Like there's nothing that's too much. We got it.
Right.
But it's great to have somebody who's gonna help you out at the same time.
Do y'all remember that old do y'all know that that song from back in the day? It was like a commercial and it was like I could bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never, never let you forget. Do y'all know
Mm-mm.
that? Go Google it.
Hey, listen, this
Google
is
it.
all educational. This is all educational. We're gonna take everything as an educational moment. Okay, that's it.
Yes.
We're gonna look it up, sis. Don't we worry about it. We love us building gaps here. That's all this is. That's all this is.
An old commercial talking about how the woman could work, bring home the money, cook it, take care of the kids, and do other stuff feminine wise to please her husband or her man. It's an old commercial.
I feel like we're also now in a space where people are recognizing women. I mean, not as much as probably we would like. I feel like women are being recognized a little bit more. I mean, this is, Women's History Month, right? And I think we're seeing through commercials, events throughout the nation, how women are being celebrated. Um, I mean, right? Like it's been a little different since 30 some years ago. Like that's not what it looked like at all. Yeah. So, what about y'all? What about the rest of y'all? What makes you just confident? Like, yeah, I'm a superwoman. I don't have to tell everybody, but I know for a fact I am.
I mean, I think for me, just juggling all of the different balls from, being a wife, being a mom, being a daughter, being a sister, a friend, a colleague, and a manager, and never letting anything fall. Like that just lets me know, like, I'm on top of my shit. I got this.
I definitely agree with that. Just being knowing you can juggle things. Knowing also for me, looking back, not even where I was a year ago and seeing how much I've accomplished and what I've done and how even thinking like, oh man, I didn't even think I'd be where I'm at now, and I'm proud of that. Like I've put the work in, I see results, I see my family is happy, I'm doing good in my career. Just realizing that you can have it all. I know a long time ago, it was at an old job. A lady had told me, "You can't have it all. You can't be working, have a good career, and then have a good family life." And I told her, "I'm gonna show you." And I darn sure, I feel like I'm doing it now. I'm happy in my relationship. My child is happy, fed, taken care of, and I'm still moving up towards my career and doing what I want to do on my terms.
Right.
I love that.
That's
Like,
awesome.
yeah, I totally love that you shared that piece because sometimes um not everybody feels like they can kind of handle everything and it kind of almost feels like you can't have it all. I know for me wasn't the case for me in my opinion. So I love that. I love that there's still, that glimmer of hope. So that's dope.
Right.
Liz, what makes you a superwoman?
And so I would say one that like I can't take all the credit, right? I come from a line of bomb ass, dope ass women, right? So like also remembering just like historically, ancestrally, right? Like that I'm not alone and that I come with a gang of people, you know what I'm saying, who are really about that action for their protected one, you know what I'm saying? So also knowing and remembering that like we're always and often surrounded by like women who maybe like wanted to be artists or wanted to be creatives but might not have had that space. So how could we tie that in or how can we honor like all the dope ass people who was doing yoga like Eartha Kitt and Angela Davis by like, just stretching one good time, like all of these ways where like that superwoman energy has always been here and is still here. That kind of reminds me of my power. And also just reminding myself of my power whenever I forget. Like I done made it through 100% of my bad days. A real one still here, still thriving, still doing shit on my terms. And like if I can do that, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is not necessarily easy, but it's something that I know I can handle and that I'll be able to manage because I have myself, I have my community, you know what I'm saying? I have people around me who will remind me of my magic just in case I forget. And, just like tapping
Sprinkle some dust
into
on you.
that phase. Oh,
Sprinkle that dust on you.
so I would say, yeah.
That's awesome, Liz.
Thank
So
you.
important
Thank
to
you. Thank
have a
you.
community though. That is so true because like
Mhm.
with limited family like that, I have to build the village as I go. And
Yep.
I've recently moved to the States, so I have to rebuild, right? Like I had like and part of my mental is, like I do go to therapy. I need it. I need somebody I can talk to that's not gonna, have
Real.
anything crazy. But my therapist will tell me like, you need to just start a new village. Like it's okay. But that starting over part, it's real and you just have to do it. That's what makes me know. I mean, I'm a superwoman, but I'm a bad bitch at the same time. Like
Period.
I
Right.
know for a fact, like, and I don't mean like social media baddie with no, 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 no. I mean, put me on the books, put me on comparable books, and I got you. Like that's what it is for me. Like that's what I know that if I can do that, and I can do that, I'm about to learn to do it, and I'm gonna do better than you. Like coming from nothing, you can't lose nothing.
No, that's right.
Coming from nothing, you can't lose nothing. I came to the States when I was like 3 years old. Please. So for me, that was definitely big. But hold on, hold on, hold on. Somebody got a question in the chat that says, does social media push an agenda of women being overly independent or man bashing becoming a norm? Where do people get these questions from? Bashing men? Is that what I'm understanding?
think the men that
Social media influencing
um
I
us, or are
personally
we
don't do
influencing
that.
social
That's
media?
never
no,
been my
ain't
ammo.
no bashing men. I mean, the men that
Yeah.
have done something are gonna get bashed. I mean, that's just a known fact.
Right.
But it doesn't include. It's not inclusive to all men. I mean, I got great son-in-laws. Um, I had half-ass husbands, but it's all good. I still know in my heart that there's some good ass. So you
There are
just
some
gotta
good men
keep.
out there.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah. I know it is, and I have two good son-in-laws, so I know that they exist. So you just gotta, you can't bash all men because there's some in that damn bucket, I mean, that just ain't worth a penny. But, but just saying that, to me, if you have sons, then you really, really need to make sure that they are good, that they are good. Because unfortunately, the men today, like this generation, like each generation coming down, it's just getting worse and worse. So if y'all do have sons, I don't know if y'all have sons, but you definitely, I have a grandson. So I hope, that my daughter keeps him good. You have to make sure that these men today are self sufficient, that they are strong minded, that they have hope, that I don't care what, I work in the juvenile, justice system. And I can tell you that a lot of guys, a lot of, it's just bad. It's just bad. So, you have to really support them no matter what. Let them know it's okay to be vulnerable. Let them know that they can be emotional. So I don't know. I think
Boogie,
I
you
think
are
some
not
men just
lying.
got it bad.
I don't
Are
think there's
not
men
lying.
bashing going on. I just think that we're at a space where we're holding men accountable. We're holding people accountable more than we ever have in the past.
Right.
I think that that's
Right.
abnormal based on how the history has been,
Yep.
and that's the change.
Ooh, I like that, Luna.
Then putting
Yes.
boundaries, right?
Putting
Like I'm
boundaries.
no
So we
longer willing to accept A, B, or C.
women were very passive in our
Disrespectfully.
history, and we're just not that
Hmm.
anymore. And I think that's the
Yes.
difference.
Did
I
you
can
say
definitely
passive
agree
time?
with that.
Passive, yeah.
I can
Passive.
definitely agree
Wow.
with that. We're
Because
in we're in
Wow.
a
they were
world now.
dependent. They
Yeah.
needed the man, honestly, and we're just not
Right.
that generation anymore. So you got to
Right.
come with more than
Ooh,
just a check.
right. You better come
Yeah.
hard. Somebody said I'm New York
Definitely.
all day. You better come hard.
Exactly. If
Yo,
I'm
because we don't
working and
need
I can
we're
provide for myself,
yes.
if I
Like we're
can pay
at
my
that
own car
place.
payment and do
We
all
don't
this
need
stuff, what
men.
I need a man,
Yeah,
what do I need a man for if he's
Eh,
gonna cheat on me
Wait.
constantly? Not gonna deal with that.
Shoot.
yeah. I
We
just think
we're at that place. Like we there. We there. Shoot. I
Yes,
love
somebody.
men. Okay. I love men, but we don't need them. That's a difference.
Ooh, hold on. We don't hurt egos. Hold on. Don't hurt egos because when they find out we don't need them, that they're we because we want them.
Want and need are two different things. We are not those women from back then that need. There's a difference between a need and a want. I want a man, but I don't need a man. Shoot.
I mean,
Hell
she's
no.
right. I
Hell
mean,
no.
she's right. In the old days, as a woman, your only option was to marry us, get married off.
Right.
Your family supported you, and then they moved you on to a man to take care of you because you didn't have any rights, didn't work. The
and they
only
Right.
thing you were
got
saw
cheated
is
on.
a baby maker and cooking.
Ooh, shit. My son-in-law said the other day, I gotta tell y'all this. My son-in-law said, to his sister-in-laws, he said, y'all mother taught y'all right. Every one of y'all husbands, boyfriends, always know how to serve. Nobody coming up in this family, not we be gelling. That's our nickname for our family. We be gelling. Okay. All the men know how to serve their women. Okay. So it got to be equal balance. We will serve them too, but you better come with it. So if we over here talking and chatting, guess what? Go fix our plate at the barbecue. Okay. Ew, I know. No, all that. Nope. Ain't having it.
She said what she said. Okay. Was no misunderstanding there. She said what she said. I hope y'all taking notes. No,
hold
y'all
up,
better be
hold
taking
up,
notes.
hold up, Liz. Why I see a Christmas
Oh,
tree back there?
let me just let
I don't know
She is
either.
a
I'm
superwoman.
sorry.
She's a
Leave her
superwoman.
alone.
Christmas tree is still
This
up.
is a judgment-free
Yes, I know.
zone.
This
Judgment-free
is no. This
zone.
is
I mean,
super
she
women.
said she's celebrating Christmas all year round. Let her have it. Let her have it.
Said the tree is green and St. Patty's is tomorrow. She's winning. She's already ahead of all
Who's
of
ahead
us.
of you?
Okay.
Exactly. Y'all know the vibes. Exactly. This is the
And
only
then
place
during
I
spring,
was. I wasn't trying to have it die, y'all. And I was like, somebody gonna say something about this tree. I already know. I was just trying to quietly wait.
houses,
Quietly
tell
wait.
'em,
I was waiting for it. Like,
flowers and blossoms and all these
You
floral
just need
arrangements for
right.
spring. Okay. In
Just
summer,
put
you're gonna
different
hang
color
little beach
bulbs on it.
bags. It's okay. It's your ring. It's your that's your emotional plant of the year.
It's a part of the apartment
Hey,
now. It's a
but you
part of
can't always
it
say
is.
that.
decor.
100%.
Exactly.
It's the decor.
100%. It's apartment
It's a
decor at this
party.
point. Sure is. Yup. It's a focal
Hey,
point. You feel me? Yup.
you're supposed to have God all year. So there you go. Supposed to have God all
Exactly.
year.
Exactly. It's set up. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. You know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ready for the next one.
I love it. I love it. All
Oh
right, ladies,
God.
I'm gonna ask y'all to give one piece of advice. Either hold on. Beep 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 beep. Okay, all right. Come on, let's just debunk this real quick for the. It's Tommy. It's Tommy asking this question. He got a question. He said, "I have a question, not a question from the audience. Would we be okay in a relationship where we are?" Wait, Tommy, is this question for us? Be clear before I put this out, because I don't want nobody dragging you. I'm gonna ask it, and he said, "This is what it says. I have a question. Would y'all be okay in a relationship where you are the leader and or breadwinner?" I don't know if he's asking us or he's asking the folks in the chat, because I don't think he wants us to answer real quick.
Ah,
It's a big deal to me if you don't
Oh,
make
it's
the
for everyone.
don't have your ego in it if like it
All right,
shouldn't
because
be.
we don't have time to stroke egos for this. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make it a comment every time we're not gonna do this. Every time we gotta pay bills. Well, you make bro. No.
once again, do
You
it.
make more than me, sir.
Have we been in a place where we've made more than our partners? What's
Yep.
that like?
So I've been married. We just celebrated 9 years last February. I've always been the breadwinner, and it's never been a thing in our house. So
Good. That's
again, I
awesome.
think to Ty's point, like ego aside, don't care about that. Like again, as long as we got a roof over our head, our bills are being paid, we good. You know, stacking bread and traveling.
I mean, they say
That's
one
where
of
we're
the
at
like
though.
top reasons people don't make it is money, right? If you
Money.
can't handle money in a relationship together, that's I think that might be the number one reason, if I'm not mistaken, or number two reason why marriages don't last or
Sex and
relationships.
money. Sex and money are 1 and 2 why people don't make it.
Yep.
Ooh,
Number 2.
clutches my pearls. I wasn't expecting sex, money.
Sex and money.
I
1 and
I
2.
mean, I could see those as number two because if
There you
you
go.
the money, if y'all the egos keep headbutting, you're not gonna.
Right.
It's not gonna work. And I
Right.
mean, we all know with sex. Come on now. I mean, men
Right.
think they the only ones that want it, but hey, you know.
Oh,
But
Right. Hey, repeat it, because I don't think they heard you. I think they were like chatting. Say that one more again.
I said men think they're the only ones that want it. For some reason, they chastise us. It's like, oh my God, you're
Right.
thinking about it, you want it? Oh, yeah, dummy. You thinking about it and wanting those like
Better give it up as quickly as you ready to ask.
I know that's right.
Open the door and drop your pants. Real
Okay.
quick.
Immediately.
And you better not be, oh, if you do me, I do you first. No, sir. No, sir.
Oh God, can I tell y'all a secret? I'll tell y'all a secret. I've been a cougar.
You share?
I won't say much, but I'll tell you what. Cougar it up, okay?
Get the girl, get the girl.
Bring it, drop it. Let's be real.
Walked away with lessons that day.
We are women. We are strong today. I can say I truly believe that we are a weak vessel, but we are all also the strongest vessel. We are. So we can be weak when we need to be weak because we should be weak sometimes. But we definitely are strong vessels. And, you know, they say an old saying is behind every successful man is a strong woman. That's an old saying. So I believe it to this day that, if you said that you were married for nine party, right? So you said you're successful and you support your husband and no matter what. So I think we all should just know a balance. But I think if we have good men and they don't have ego trips, because today we are definitely educated. I have a master's, and so we're educated. We are doing more than we ever did back in the day. And so I think if you don't let your ego get to you, you know, you could really have a good relationship, good balance. So we just we just need good men, strong men that are not weakened by a strong female. That's all.
Nobody say nothing else. We're done. We're done. Tommy, just come on back. We're done. She said what she said, and I co-signed with her. Her credit good, but I'm a co-sign anyway. We're good. We're done. Tommy, you come on back in.
Our closing statement.
Closing statement.
Y'all just gonna hijack my show and then tell me come back when you want me to. That's how it goes.
Yeah. We
That's
thank
okay.
you for your flexibility and being here on time. Thank you so much for responding to the call.
You're funny. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you to all of you. You guys have made this a fantastic episode. I can't even express to y'all like how great this episode was. Y'all definitely came in and you did your thing, and yeah, it was a great episode. I definitely it was nice for once to be like not in the show and getting to actually watch it. Woohoo to me. Oh, I love it. So by all means, if you guys want to come back and run the show for me, I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no
Thank
problem,
you.
no problem. You guys are
Thank
always
you.
welcome back. Me and Ju decided to do a special thing for this episode. We did a raffle for a Starbucks gift card. The raffle has already been done. I was doing that behind the scenes. Miss Nisi Ray, when the show was over, by all means message me, and we will get you that code for that Starbucks gift card. Thank you for being in the chat. We definitely appreciate that. Next week's episode is it's Pillow Talk.
Oh Lord.
For all of you,
Congratulations, Nisi.
for all of you who are new and have not are just coming into the fray, every season we do a mental health check and we do a Pillow Talk episode. Pillow Talk is usually kind of raunchy, I'm not gonna lie. We're trying to go a little more educational with this episode. I can't make any promises because I'm nasty now. Like y'all talking about walking in and drop your pants. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
At the door.
All of y'all need a sip of holy water. You just
I
nasty.
was gonna say,
What did the meme say? You know what you came here for.
You know what I'm here for. But yes, by all means, next week's episode is Pillow Talk. We would definitely love to have you all back. And if you by any chance would like to join the show like these lovely ladies did, send me a message. We're always welcoming people in. Also, we also have the cool down that happens after every episode. The chat pretty much moves to another lounge within the Discord, which is open to everybody. So if you'd like to get in on the conversation, put ideas to the next show or anything else you want to talk about, you can join us there. If you don't, never mind. It just dropped in the chat. That Discord link right there. Yeah, you can go ahead and click on that and it'll take you right there. With that being said, ladies, once again, thank you so much. And we will see you all next week. Peace, chicken grease, and all that other good shit. Later.